We live in an era which the tensions from the east to the west are growing, especially when it comes to deployment of nuclear weapons. Each side, they have their missiles pointing at each other with live nuclear warheads, and they're on in order to shoot some type of standby mode, ready to fire. And obviously the recent events, Russia being attacked by outside invaders. They say it's Ukraine, but probably Ukraine are just the marionettes, which are NATO's pulling the strings, better known as proxies, which gives them weaponry, intelligence, and the know-how, basically. And they took out 2 early warning radar systems for nuclear detection of missiles coming in. We've been hearing a lot about conscription. We'll be going to war with Russia, and the latest mentioned in the video yesterday, NATO says probably within 3 months we could have war, and we've got General Patrick Sanders, saying future Europe is going to be a war with Russia. They know it's coming, and they probably know what time it is. It's probably the motive they're panicking in, because probably not ready. God knows what. The fact is, if NATO launches the first attack on Russia, their second attack will be by the Russians. If there won't be any manpower to push the buttons and launch these missiles, the Russians have this system which is called perimeter, which they put on automatic. If they don't detect any form of human activity, the system's programmed to launch the missiles at predestinated targets. Or this system is governed by a artificial intelligence management and computerized system instead of the traditional conventional computers which you use every day. Who knows? This could be devastating. And not just only launch tactical nukes, they will launch everything in their arsenal, and we're talking about strategic bombs, which are in silos. They have certain yields are not unknown. And probably the Russians saying their weapons could be devastating, because in the last 20 years, the Russians did invest a hell of a lot in modernising nuclear weapons and a new defence policy. They were preparing for these for years, even in the Soviet era. So they've got a lot more experience in this area than NATO has. NATO is based on the technological thingy-bob and all that stuff, which so far, these technological weapons against the Soviet experience, they just turn into target practices. In the event of a nuclear war, Annie Jacobsen, Nuclear War, her novel, she talks from A to Z about nuclear war with those people, scientists, politicians, and military people who in this nuclear triage for national defence. And also this nuclear winter, 8 years of no sunlight, and temperatures plummeting below zero, like a mini ice age, if such event would occur. How humanity will survive. It's obvious if humanity, if there's one left around, will be fighting World War IV with sticks and stones, quoted as Albert Einstein.